War or no war? Which side are you on? Well, if war happens and you're in small business, it could be detrimental.
I mean, let's go into it.
All right, let's go into it.
America is the only place that we talk about mental health as much as we do, because I think we're just bored over here. Hey, for all you preppers out there, I don't think you're shooting down drones with an AR-15. I hear all these preppers all the time, I got 15,000 shells. I'm like, dude, time you even rack off 150 of those, if you're not pinpointed already by someone who wants to kill you, you're dead. Here's one I just read on ChatGPT.
What's that?
I said, how would war affect my business? Which I already went through the whole ChatGPT learning deal, so it knows everything about me.
Yeah.
And it says, number 1, supply chain disruptions.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
Boop.
Number 2, rising operating costs.
Yep.
Fuel spikes, insurance premium, and labor costs.
Agree.
Never thought about the insurance premiums. If the insurance company is saying we're going to get bombed, that terrorism act's going to go into effect that you never thought you were going to use, that you paid $29.99 for. Right?
Yeah.
Number 3, economic uncertainty and construction slowdown.
Well, that's got that too.
Right?
That's the reducing spending.
Yep. Number 4, labor force challenges.
Labor shortages.
If the war escalates or leads into military drafts, unlikely but possible in major conflicts, you may see workforce disruptions. Oh, mental health and morale.
Yeah, I mean, that's the productivity thing, but the mental health thing, I kind of left that out because, I don't know, I just left it out. But
I mean, let's go into it.
All right, let's go into it.
I've been all around the world, and America is the only place that we talk about mental health as much as we do, because I think we're just bored over here. I mean, for the most part, you can go find food and shelter if you really want. There's some places I've been around the world. It doesn't matter how much you want to find food and shelter. It's just not there, and it's not readily available.
Are you saying that they don't have time to worry about their mental health?
I'm saying that they're in survival mode. Mental healt's out the freaking door. When you're worried about eating, you're not worried about your emotions and feelings. You're worried about your stomach growling, and you're worried about dying. You know what I mean?
I mean, is there a psychological study on that one? Anybody who's watching, I'd like to know, because that's a good point.
I mean, we got some problems over here. You know, we got people that have mental breakdowns because their manicure and their haircut didn't go right. And then I go over to Africa, and South America, and Central America, and all around these places around the world. And you literally drive by them and they're starving. You know what I mean? You drive by them, they're living in a shanty that, you know, the worst of the worst of Americans don't even know what that is.
Well, I have a lot to say about that, but I'm not going to leave it on this podcast because it has to do with very close. So I'm going to leave that one.
Yeah.
And I hear you. And yeah, if you're bored, it probably breeds mental health problems. I would have to imagine.
Boredom does.
It has to.
It's happened to me. I've sold a company, and you work your entire time building this company and focusing on it and giving it your all, 1,000% all in, stressing about it, thinking about it, living it, sleeping it, breathing it. And then somebody strokes you a check, and it's gone.
You have nothing else to do.
You have nothing to live for. Your purpose just went out.
You're going to think about all the little problems you have. And this.
What did he write on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Strait of Hormuz, if it was shut down, it represents 20% of the petroleum liquids, which is a shit ton.
Yes. So back to the mental health, and we'll go to the next one. I think, there's going to be some stressors, but I think also people kind of rally around. Americans are known to rally up, and we're tough. We might be overweight and a little bit out of shape right now because we've been eating good for a while.
That's a fact.
But when we lean up and we're ready to go, we're a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? And you can lean up real quick when you're intermittent fasting. There's no food. I've done that too.
It's called poor fasting.
So here's another one I never thought about. Cyber attacks.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that one too.
Once if all our QuickBooks and all of our CRM and all of our operating software got wiped out overnight,
bad deal, dude.
Think about it. You have thousands of assets you wouldn't even be able to
shut down, like the fucking the wireless shit that we have, so you can't get service on your phones and shit like that.
Well, think about all your assets you have on the field wiped out.
Yeah. Don't know where they're at.
Speaking of that, we might want to really think about like backing that up and having it on a hard drive somewhere.
That's not a bad idea.
I mean, there's 13,000 assets sitting out there that you get wiped out. You don't.
Back up.
One time I had a
location.
psycho employee delete my computer drives before I had an IT company managing it, and it wiped out over 3,000 assets sitting on the field.
Yeah,
Still
yeah,
to
I
this
bet.
day, every once in a while, I'll get a call like, because my phone number's on there. I've had this phone number from day one. They're like, "Are you ATP?" I'm like, "No, I sold that company like 12 years ago, 15 years ago." Like, "Oh, we have one of your restrooms sitting behind the bar." And I'm like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. That's
now I
crazy.
just tell them to keep it.
Yeah, just keep it. You don't give a shit.
Yeah, just keep it. So, war's bad. If we do go in it, I'm a prepper. You know that.
You're a prepper.
I got night vision. I got machine
We can go on
guns.
vacation to Colombia, and we had how much money did you spend on our prep shit? Come on, thousands of dollars.
Thousands.
I had it at least half of it, so $500 of it got taken away at fucking
Each
TSA checkpoint.
These guys are like, "Where are you guys
He's
going?"
like,
We're
"You got a fire starter, a fucking set of silverware. You got." I'm like, "I do." Thanks, Josh.
I'm a prepper, man. I got backup generators. If you come to my house and try to take my shit, I will kill you. That's a fact.
Hey,
I don't want to, but when it comes down to it, I'm ready.
he's ready.
I'm not
That's
saying
fact.
you have to be as far out as I am as far as like being prepared, because most people aren't, but I'm saying you better have a plan. You better have a plan of action of who you love and trust around you, because we talked about that mental health just a second ago, but think about it. When people don't eat for a few days and there's no cell service and they don't know who's alive, we all become somewhat of an animal real
People
quick.
become radical real fast.
Yeah, somebody that you
You
might
got
have been.
kids at home and you want to feed your kids.
Yeah, and they're starving. Or
Yeah.
they think about nowadays everybody's on some type of prescription.
Oh yeah, that's a bad deal too. I didn't think about prescriptions.
Think about type 1 diabetics that have to have a shot and they don't have shots.
Yep. Gone. See ya.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Think about people that are sitting in the hospitals.
We're giving all the people the ideas on what to do over here. Okay, we're just talking about how to prepare, right? You don't tell everybody else how to prepare.
Well, I mean, let's go down a rubber hole real quick. I'm from a small town, right? And we knew everybody. And I had a really good friend. His dad worked at the water treatment plant.
Oh God.
And I always thought we could just walk up there because I'd take him over there and he'd get money and stuff for football games. I mean, this is a small town, right? I'm thinking in my head, anybody can walk up in this water treatment plant. And everybody from small towns drinks out of the water hose or the faucet. They're not drinking bottled water.
No, I know.
That's not even an option.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like our exposure over here is pretty great. Like, I feel like we have a lot of trust within our system.
You could add shit to the water. I went down that way.
I mean, think about when we rent out private jets and private airplanes. Think about that. They make you go take off your shoes, your socks, take your little pocket knife. One time I had one of those like wallets, fancy wallets that was a survival wallet, and they took it. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but you can go rent a private jet out and drive your freaking car on the runway and put your shotguns and whatever else you want in that.
Right up in there.
And fly wherever you want in a matter of... And anybody can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Those private jet charter companies don't discriminate.
No. You got 20 G's? Let's go.
Yeah. You got 50 G's? You want a bigger airplane?
Yep.
Put more shit in it.
Yep.
And most of the time, those pilots don't even look.
I don't give a shit.
And that's what the TSA deal, every time I go through that, I'm like, this is such a joke.
I mean, I don't know why it's any different from whoever gets on a PJ and whoever gets in a regular airplane. It's the same damn thing.
I know.
Right? They can take a PJ and go into the 9/11 towers. Right?
Exactly.
Or whatever. So, that's
Hey,
interesting.
did you see those hot air balloons? Those people jumping out of those hot air balloons?
I saw one burn in the air in Brazil.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
You see them jumping out of
I
it?
didn't see that.
Oh, dude, it was crazy. It shows this guy is burning. I don't know who it is, but they were just sitting there holding, and one guy or girl just drops. And you just sitting there, you can imagine your feet just falling around. And then the one guy just sitting there holding, or girl, and just holding the whole thing starts burning. They just let go.
Mm.
Way up in there. They're in their head, like,
You got two choices. My arms are going to burn.
they're dead anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible.
And then I was coming through our neighborhood and I saw a hot air balloon.
I saw one the other day. We followed it. My kids just love
It's probably
balloons.
coming from Stone Canyon.
Yeah. Well, no, this one looked like it laid down at the first church just across the road.
No, they were putting it together when I drove by at Stone Canyon.
So it flew up and we followed it around. My kids, they love hot air balloons. I've never been in it, and I don't want to go in one.
I've been in one.
Have you?
Went to Napa. Took my wife on one.
Yeah, I did too until I saw that video the other day where you see the hot air balloon blowing up and fucking catching fire and all that.
I didn't think about that when I was up in there.
Yeah, I guarantee you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't really want to.
My
either.
kids, they were like, "Yeah, I know hot air balloon," so we followed it around or whatever. But yeah, and then I saw that video and I was like, probably not.
Hey, for all you preppers out there, I don't think you're shooting down drones with an AR-15.
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably not.
I hear all these preppers all the time. I got 15,000 shells. I'm like, dude, time you even rack off 150 of those, if you're not pinpointed already by someone who wants to kill you, you're dead.
Yeah.
You need about 200 shells.
Yeah.
And a good pair of walking boots.
So, for y'all are watching, hopefully you took something out of this, and hopefully we don't have World War III.
And be prepared. I mean, as we're kind of joking around on it, but we're not really joking around on it. I take it very seriously. I try to be prepared for things I can't control. There's certain things you just can't prepare for, right? But think about if you work for somebody, what are things that you can do right now to somewhat mitigate pain in your life? You know, not having cash on hand, not having food and water. Think about, you know, if you own a business, what are things that you can do to mitigate that? You know, backing up your files like we just talked about. We kind of did self-realization right there. You know, having things, you know, we buy our fuel by thousands of gallons. Maybe we need to start making sure that we have enough of it to get by for a little bit. You know what I mean? Figuring out our supplies, maybe up the minimum or the maximum that you hold on hand, which is going to take out your cash a little bit. So be prepared for that. But you can't, in the service business, you can't service your clients if you don't have the product.
Can't service your clients,
right?
Can't make money.
So maybe taking reflect on your business, on your personal business, your phone's ringing, and see what you can do to mitigate your risk and protect yourself for your family and yourself, right? I know Eric and I are going to have some serious conversations here in the very short near future of what we're going to do with our companies, you know, because we're very diversified, but, you know, we do have risk on the table sitting out there. So
yeah, and I just wanted to go over this one more time for you guys that are just tuning in, is talking about the things that could happen in wartime. Is you could have trade and trade disruptions. You could have rising cost of goods. You could have a holdback or reduce of spending. You could have labor shortages. You could have rations. You could have price controls by the government. You could have productivity and mental health issues, within your labor group. You could have just a plethora of potential things that could affect your business. So
health issues.
Spend some time and think about, what those pieces are of your business and what you need to do or what you can control in some way, shape, or form. And it would be worth your time to spend to think about it. That's what we're doing. We're thinking about it, what could happen, and what we need to do, if we need to pivot, if we need to hold more fuel, or we need to, just whatever the case may be, is any kind of major potential change in the economics. You better be paying attention. You better be spending the time, because if you don't, you could be bankrupt about quickly. So
yeah, I mean, even us. I mean, think about it, the banks shut off our money.
Again, it'd be a bad deal.
It'd be a bad deal. But don't
overnight.
do that.
Overnight, it'd be a bad deal.
It would not be a good deal.
No. So, a lot of uncertainty going on. But as you always see, Josh and I, my spirits are always high. We're going to figure out how to overcome it, no matter what. And we always preach that over and over and over. I don't have a globe. I don't have a globe, or like a golden globe or anything to where I don't know what's going to happen, right? I don't know. I might have 5 trucks break down and be totally shit the bed today. I don't know.
You did have that happen today.
No, that was last Friday.
No, you had that happen this morning. You don't know about that.
No, it wasn't 5, but it was like 3 or 4. So I do. So see what I'm saying? Like, it's just another day, right? I don't get caught in the weeds of everyday problems. Be paying attention enough so that you already kind of get some bit of an inclination of what could happen. That way the blow doesn't hurt as hard when it does.
Well, we always say
you can pivot.
Control the things that you can control.
Yep.
Be prepared for the worst and hope for the best.
Yep.
We can't control if Trump hits a bomb. We can't control if Iran bombs us. We can't control that stuff. What we can do is be prepared.
Yep.
Right? What we're not going to do is slow this beast down.
Can't.
We're going to continue to make acquisitions. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to gain customers. We're going to continue to do things that we can control. We're going to continue to stay positive. You know what I mean? We're going to be prepared for the worst, and hopefully that never happens. And if it never happens, life goes on, right? But if it does happen, we're going to be prepared more than most, and hopefully live for another day.
Yep.
So, like and subscribe. Stay tuned. Hopefully I'm against war. What are you?
I'm looking for Costa Rica in about 2 days, so we'll see you in Costa Rica.
So are you against it or for it?
I'm for no nuclear bombs. So we did what we had to do. I hope this is all we had to do. I hope all we had to do is just decimate their 3 nuclear facilities like it's been done already. And hopefully we can pull out. We can reach some kind of an agreement. And I'm for no war at all now that we've already got all this stuff done. Well, there's a lot to talk about with this particular topic. So that was part 1. Make sure you come back next week to listen to the rest because it gets better and better as we go. Make sure you subscribe and like. Thank you.